back in an edition Mitsubishi Evo.
Yeah.
I know that you drive Snow White, your Ferrari 458.
Yeah.
And I know that you have this amazing F1 car that you own and race.
Yeah.
And do demo laps in. And this isn't your first F1 car either. And I also know that you used to run Giancarlo Fisichella's fan club.
Haha,
So
yeah.
what I want to know is, how do you go from running an F1 driver's fan club to being an F1 driver yourself and driving these cars?
Good question. Yeah, I mean, I was actually racing James Hunt's McLaren when I started the Fisichella fan club. So, and then he became quite a fan of mine because I had James Hunt's car, so it's quite amusing, really.
Yeah? So
Yeah.
you went from running his fan club to
No, I
him
wouldn't.
being a fan of yours?
Yeah.
Excellent.
He's such a lovely guy, so yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
But I mean, what got you into racing and into cars?
When I was about 11 or something like that. When I was young, I was taken to a race meeting and decided when I grew up I was going to be a racing driver because I thought it was
Something
so
you always wanted to
exciting.
do
Yeah.
in your earliest days.
Yeah, I
So
tried horses and everything, but nothing.
How did it happen? How did you get into it?
I met a guy that who I started going out with, and he was a golf fanatic. And so I used to go and caddy for him, which I hated, golf. I didn't like it at all. And so I then used to drag him off to Brands Hatch. And that's how it started, because he got interested in motor racing, and then he bought a Formula 4. Oh no, we did. We went to motor racing school at Brands Hatch.
Yeah.
We both went through the course, and then he bought a Formula Ford, which we then shared.
Yeah.
So we both raced it, and then went on from there to other cars. So.
And now you're running the British Women, you're president of the British Women Racing Drivers Club as well.
Yeah, I've been in the club for a long time, and then I was honoured when they asked me if I'd become the president. So yeah, so I'm encouraging all the girls and do a lot of stuff for that. And
What advice would you give women wanting to get into motorsport now then?
I think it's much easier for women now than it was when I started doing it. There were very few women, and most women who actually did it because their boyfriends or husbands did it. But I did a lot of it on my own, so I think you've just got to go for it. I mean, I had to give up a lot of things. I mean, didn't have children or anything like that. You've just got to make sacrifices if you're really dedicated. So. That's the thing to do.
And what do you like to drive? She?
Well, no, not really, because I think of Michael when I drive it. It's.
Do you think of the car as an embodiment of Michael?
Yes, and because of that, I have to be so careful of how I look after it. Because it is so precious. It's like owning an old master or something like that.
Yeah.
It's you're the caretaker. You hand it on.
You did tell me that some of your demo laps can get a little bit competitive.
Just a bit. I think once a racer, always a racer. I think once a helmet goes on, its horns come up.
And I love that your helmet's pink.
Yeah,
so you're advertising.
Well,
girls around.
I think it's because I've always been a tomboy, but I also love pretty things. So I'm also like very feminine things. So it's like one extreme to the other. So yeah.
What does she handle like? What's she like to drive?
Of course, Shuey used to like his cars very stiff and hard. And basically none of the other drivers could drive his cars, which I think was probably maybe a lot to do with it, you know. Nobody else could drive his setup or anything. So it is very difficult to drive in its current condition, which I could have changed. It needs softening up a lot and changing lots of different things, because when I first got the car, Martin Brundle drove it for me at the Stowe circuit at Silverstone, because Martin's a sort of friend, He did to get a list of how I could make it more user-friendly, basically. So he did a lot and came up with loads of things, but I've never been able to afford to have much done, really, unfortunately, because I don't have a sponsor. I pay for it all myself. So, yeah, it'll be nice to get it done, get all the boxes ticked that Martin suggested one day, but hey, I'm lucky to drive it at all.
I worked on the Formula One in '98 when Michael was racing.
Yeah.
Not this car, obviously it was after this car. But I can't help noticing Michael was a lot taller than you.
Yes.
Have you had to, well you have obviously
Yes.
had to make some changes to accommodate you in the car.
Move the pedals, and then I have a different seat and everything. But I'm quite lucky generally, being small. I can fit in any Formula One car.
Yeah, so you've driven
So
some other people's F1
yes, I have.
cars. Well,
Lots of other
aren't
people.
lucky enough to be able to fit in them.
Yeah, so
There's a
it's,
bonus to being a smaller
yeah,
lady
exactly.
driver.
So yeah, it works
And you've
both
got
ways.
your team of personal slaves here as well. I'm quite impressed with that.
Yeah, I have to have the car has to be run professionally by a team.
Yeah.
It's not the sort of thing you can. Well, I certainly can't do it myself. So, yeah. So it's kept. I don't see the car until it arrives wherever I'm driving.
Wherever you're driving.
Yeah.
So you've just come from Silverstone, haven't you?
Yes, straight down
You
from
were at Silverstone
Silverstone.
for the British Grand
Yes,
Prix.
doing the F1 demo there. So yeah, it's
And then you've
non-stop
come
at the
straight
moment.
down
Yeah,
here,
straight
which is
down
why you
here.
missed our Tyrrell F1 event.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's a shame that, because I would have liked to have come.
It's a shame.
I would have known quite a few people there. So yeah, it's a shame, but can't do everything. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So you're going out at 3:30.
Yeah, on track at half. I think they might be calling us up soon to go out.